right. Hopefully everybody can hear me. There's only one person watching. Let's just see here for a second. I want to make sure this shit's working properly. Okay. Had something in my throat there. Ooh, just missed the meteor. That was pretty crazy. Let's see how bright this is. It's not too bad. Could be brighter, though. That's for sure. Let's see if this is brightness is all the way up. Yeah, that's not too bad. If people are watching it on their TV, be pretty good. Holy shit, we got some clouds coming in. That's gonna suck. Oh well. I hope that doesn't stay there. So I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the chat. If people come in, and please say hi when you're in the chat. I got the chat open so I can read that too. Yeah, so right now I got this set up, so let me just see. I want to make sure that I can see this as a full screen for myself. There we go. It looked pretty clear, but a couple clouds looked like they might be coming in. So I set my camera up a little different this time. I got it pointed directly straight up above my house. Now you can, you might see some colors in some of the objects that are moving around in the stars, and that's just the camera. It's in color mode night vision right now. And sometimes they change color just because of the camera. So, I'm just going to try to keep an eye on this as much as I can. I got the camera recording. I've already been recording for about, I don't know, a good half an hour on the camera. I was setting it up. My wife, she wasn't feeling good, so I had to check her out. And that's why I postponed or delayed the stream for a little bit. So hopefully I can catch something tonight. You never know. I know there's somebody's watching my stream right now, but I don't know. It doesn't tell me who it is. I didn't post this on Facebook. I didn't share it nowhere. I guess I should share it just to make sure that it gets into other people can see it. But I have to get the link off here. And then share. Copy link. Okay. I'm just going to post this on Facebook. There we go. I see a few objects. 3 objects moving right now. Crazy. Probably just satellites, though. All right. Cool. Yeah, there's some objects moving around in here. That's for sure. But those clouds are coming in, so that kind of sucks. I got a little remote control now, though. I think I can turn this to follow some of the objects. Stay up, you bugger. Right there. I'll leave it right there. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so it wanted to take off down, point down the wrong direction there for a second. Yeah, the clouds might screw up my thing. Wonder if I could turn it this way. Look down a little bit. Oh, there's an object moving right there. Go up and see what I can do with this. Yeah, I got a little remote control hooked onto my tripod so I can move it around. But it looks like a big giant cloud's coming in. And of course it is. Right when I want to stream. Right? Isn't that the way it works? I'm going to go down and see what I see here. Yeah. Not the greatest, but oh well. We'll just have to see how these things work. I can move it a little bit this way. Oh, no, no, no. Come back, come back. There we go. Yeah, I may have to change it, the thing on the tripod, because what it wants to do is when I want to turn it, because it's the whole damn thing's on an angle, it wants to flip down on me. It's too much weight. Oh, there's an object right there moving. What the hell is that? Up in the left corner. Yeah, these clouds are gonna screw me up. I may have to readjust that. Readjust the camera, which is gonna suck. But now I know that this remote works with this little thing. I may have to go and adjust the camera a little bit, cause, and I'm hoping that there's not a whole bunch of clouds gonna cover the entire sky. So I may have to. I'm gonna go outside, guys, and I'm gonna keep it recording. And looks like my live stream is cutting out though. What's going on here? Let's see. No, it's working. Just doesn't look like it's working on this. Well, the live stream's working pretty good though. Okay, I'm gonna go adjust that so we don't get clouds, because that sucks. So I am going to be right back. All right, I'm back. So, what I had to do is there's a lot of clouds coming in straight up above me. So, I had to kind of point the camera north. So, yeah, it was clear. Like, it's been clear for like 4 hours. Now, all of a sudden, some clouds are coming in. And it didn't show this in the weather report, but you know what? You know, they can't fucking tell the weather, the Weather Channel. You know that. It's always a bunch of horse shit. So, yeah. Yeah, so not sure what I'm going to see at this angle because this angle is, how would you say, it's not as, it doesn't have that close range. It might not be that well, but I'll leave it and see what I see. And hopefully get something, maybe not. Hopefully I'll be able to adjust it back and it clears up. And I'm really hoping it doesn't cloud over because that would literally suck. Let me see here. Go into this. Yeah, it's harder to see it when it's looking off in the distance, but yeah, maybe we'll see something. So, if you guys got a big screen TV and you're watching YouTube on a big screen TV, it'll look really cool. That's for sure. I'm going to see if I can adjust this to make it a little bit bigger. Fill that screen up. That's a little better, I guess. You can see a little bit of the wave clouds on the bottom, a tiny bit. Scalar clouds, that's what I call them. Now I'm going to see if this remote control works. Oh, where'd I put it? Right there. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to see if it'll go up. Oh, that's going down. Okay. Go up. Oh, I can see a little bit more there. Yeah, that's as high as I can go with that right now. That's not too bad. It's more of the sky. I don't want to see the tree. The tree's covering up some area, so this might be a little bit better. Yeah. Oh, I see a satellite moving. Something's moving there. A couple of them, two of them moving. Coming in from the left. They're almost in the middle. One's almost at the top and one's below it. Almost in the center. How's everybody doing tonight? In Canada, we have our May long weekend, so tomorrow there's no work. So I can stay up late, but I highly doubt that'll happen. It's weird because the camera has sound, but of course it doesn't send the sound into the stream. So, which is odd. It just sends the image. Oh wow! I just saw a falling star, meteor. That was crazy. So I am looking into getting a mirrorless camera. I don't have that much money right now, but if I can come across some money, I want to buy this mirrorless camera and I want to get it modded so it'll become a all spectrum camera. I've seen some all spectrum cameras for watching UFOs and stars, and they're pretty amazing. They're really, really good. So I definitely want to. Oh, there's an object moving right there. I don't know how good. Like I'm looking at the where it's coming into the to here. It's not that bad on my phone because I'm looking at my phone at the stream. And it's not bad, but you got to watch this. It's better if you watch this on a TV though. Like if you have YouTube and you have a television, put it on a TV or at least a computer monitor if you're on a computer, because it'll look way better. And adjust your brightness and darkness to see a little bit better too. I've been hoping to catch something different. Oh, there's another object just came in from the left side of the screen. It's pretty dim, but I can see it. Look at this stream health. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, that must be a plane that's coming in flashing. At least I think that's a plane. Wonder if I could follow it. Let's see, where is it going? Well, that's pretty crazy. This remote control is pretty handy. I don't have to be outside. I can sit at my computer and watch this. Well, it didn't turn, but let's go towards that tree. Bring this back. Right there. Oh, there's another object. Very dim, though. Oh, and another object. Oh, and another object. Oh, there's like three of them moving. All the same direction. Oh, and another object coming in. Oh, I should put that on a bigger screen so I can look at that better. Oh, that looks a little better. Oh, two more objects moving together, going from left to right. And another object at the top. Crazy. Oh, hi, Tom. Why didn't I see your post? Unless she'll be eclipsed this late at least. Yeah, there's a lot of satellites moving right now. And I think those are bats that are flying around, but it's pretty cold outside right now. Not freezing. Oh, what the hell was that? Did you guys see that flash? Just turned on and off. I could still see it moving. Wonder if that's going to flash again. It's moving this way. I could barely see it, but that flashed. What the hell was that? That was weird. Iridium flare. Hey. Oh, there's another object coming in. Right there. And another one above it. Move down a little bit. Crazy. I like this. I've been able to track them with the remote control, so that's pretty good if I want to see it more. Back up. A couple more objects moving there. That one's getting bright, but dimming out. Well, Tom, they should be, usually these satellites should be eclipsed after midnight at least, right? Um, right now, I think, what's my time? My time is 11:25 p.m. So, 'It's not doing anything crazy, so I'm going to go back this way. Well, there's another one flashing and moving. That's got to be a plane. Oh, and there's something behind it too, but not moving as fast. So everything to the left of the screen is west. When I go right like this, that's east, somewhat. Hmm. Two more objects moving. Lots of movement in the sky tonight. I can't go up any more higher with this thing though. Go down though. Let me see. that's pretty awful looking there. Let's go back up. Oh, another object coming in from the bottom. I'd like to be able to look up more straight up. I might have to go just that camera just a little bit more, because when I look, I see more when I'm looking more up, straight up almost. Oh, another object coming in. Two objects coming in together from the left. Pretty dim though. Oh, there's something moving right in the center of the screen. Really, really dim. Oh, there's some more objects coming in. Ole. I think that was a bug. It's chilly outside tonight too. Oh, another one. What is that? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Not bad. Oh, another falling star. Well, meteor. And there's another object coming in. What the hell was that? Something moved really fast. It must have been a bug. There's another object coming in from the top. Where'd that one come from? Yeah, so I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I'm going to start putting my live streams of my star videos and UFO videos on YouTube. I get a few people coming in on Facebook, but I don't know. YouTube seems like a better thing to do. YouTube is more widespread for like if you want to watch things on a television, right? Better. So, what is that? Oh no, that's just one object. Okay. Yeah. Watching the stars in the sky. Well, there's two objects. Three objects just passing each other right there on the left side. Yeah, I don't. I was thinking about putting my face on here. Like I put up a camera, but I'm like, there's no point. It takes away my face. Will take away part of the screen. So it's better just like this. But yeah, there's a lot of objects moving though. The only thing I didn't like about this, the remote control thing that I have my little camera hooked up to, it's okay, but it doesn't point straight up. Like it can only go so far. I think it's got a like a 50-degree. Oh, there's another object moving. Something else moving. Just gonna make sure this is up here. That right there. Oh, there's another object moving there. Hey. Hey. I wonder what I was just talking to somebody that came in the room. So I got four of you watching. Four people. How's it going? Who's all watching the stream? I know there's Tom. Juan was here. I don't know if he's still here. Oh, another object. Another object coming in. Nothing spectacular yet, though. Like I said before on all my other streams, I never see those triangle UFOs until around 1 o'clock in the morning to 1:30. And it's only 11:36 here right now. There's a few objects moving. There's always something moving, though, to check out, which is kind of cool. Excuse me. Okay, what the hell was that? Did you guys see that? Did that thing shoot across the screen and then light up like that? The one that flashed? Like, that was. I seen something. I don't know. I thought it looked like a bird flying across the screen, but it went exactly where that thing flashed and was moving. That was weird. Well, luckily I'm recording all this on my camera. My camera can see things just a little bit better in the stream, so I'll have to go back and look at that in detail later. If I can't do it tonight after the stream, I'll do it tomorrow morning. Three objects moving. Oh. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, you saw that, eh? What the fuck was that? I've seen the flashers before. I caught one where this thing was flashing in one spot for like 15 minutes straight. It moved, but I mean, it wasn't really moving because it was like, it basically stayed in one spot. And that was, I think, a couple weeks ago. That's crazy. Could have been just a coincidence where a bird flew by and it flashed at the same time, so. But that did look kind of weird. There's a lot of objects moving. Holy crap, there's four in that one spot. Yeah. Now we got to consider, right? I've been watching this for a long time now. Now most of these objects moving are satellites, right? Moving in straight lines, right? But you always get the odd thing that flashes, darts, speeds up, turns, or is like a triangle shape with three little lights on it. So, yeah. Yeah, 236, eh, Tom? Oh, yeah, okay. So you're like on the East Coast almost, eh? Oh, my connection went out. Hold on a second, guys. I got to put it in intermission mode for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I got to go fix it. Okay, I'm back. Ohio, eh? Cool. Yeah, I had to adjust my camera. I seen a couple planes flying by when I went out there, so it'll be caught on the recording. But I adjusted this thing so I can look up or down now. I could go down now. Let's see here. It's clearing up. The cloud, all those clouds are up there, disappeared. So I got it looking more straight up. Not quite though, but it's up higher. So I'm gonna keep it down just a little bit because I was seeing some pretty cool shit here. Yeah, right about there. Yeah, I see those two objects down in the corner in the bottom. Ohio. Ohio, that's you're. Oh yeah, but you're like almost 3 hours ahead of me. I'm on the west coast, so yeah. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. What I saw there, that looked pretty crazy. That looked pretty cool. I might be too high though. I should bring it back down a little bit to what I was seeing. Right about there. There we go. Whoa, what the hell was that? That looked like a meteor. That didn't turn, right? Of course, I wasn't looking at the screen. I seen the last little bit of that thing that was moving. Just when I decide to move the camera. Oh, seen another falling star there. Just a little flash. Yeah, this is not bad. This is kind of cool. Yeah, it had a tail, all right. Definitely did. Oh, you put an Olympus lens on it. Yeah, I'm using a Psionics Pro as well. That's what I'm using right now. I like the little camera, but yeah, I was thinking about that. So, did you have to take? You probably had to take the lens apart, the front piece apart, to modify it, Tom, to modify your Pro. I mean, your Aurora, the Psionics. Well, there's something else moving. See, the Psionics is pretty good, but their resolution isn't high enough, right? That's why I've been looking into getting converting a modding a mirrorless camera into all spectrum. Take the infrared filter out, and then I'll have to get like a lower f-stop lens, something lower than one, to really pick up some detail. Oh, cool. That's cool. Right on. Yeah, because I was watching videos on how they take apart those. Because I was thinking about actually adapting it my psionics to have a better, a little bit wider lens, possibly for a wider shot for the sky. Oh, there's something very dim moving right there. Oh, your field of view. Oh yeah, okay. So you're zoomed in a little bit then with that lens. It's not that wide then if you can only fit the bowl of the Big Dipper in there. Because I can, with the original lens that's on here, you can see the entire Big Dipper. But zooming in, I guess that would be kind of cool. A little bit. See, it'd be cool to have the to have the ability to zoom in and out with this camera. They should have put an optical zoom lens on these cameras, but they're not meant for the stars. They were really just doing it for night vision to attach on people's helmets and shit. That's cool if you could do that. If you could see the detail on that, you get a little bit of zoom. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of meteors. See, when I caught that triangle craft, you can see it, but it's almost looks like the damn thing's cloaked. Like you can almost see through it, but you don't. It's really weird looking. And I've caught it like three, four times in a span of a year. Man, that thing's moving super slow. Oh, where did that come from? Rotating, flash of light, rotating object. Yeah, so I think it's around 1 o'clock in the morning, almost 1 o'clock, when most of the satellites should be eclipsed, right? Oh, here comes something. Two objects. There's one right below it moving, but it's this brighter one's overtaking it. Yeah, of course, Tom. That's the way it always fucking works. you know, you always see the best shit when you're not recording or you don't have the camera or something like that. See, the craziest I've seen UFOs, but the very first UFO that I ever saw, I was probably about 11 years old, and I was at a drive-in theater with one of my friends. We were sitting outside watching the movie, and it was dark, right? And there was a couple clouds in the sky, and this would have been back in the early '80s, and very early '80s, and all of a sudden I thought I had this, I was watching the movie, out sitting outside, and then all of a sudden I decided to look up, right? I look up, and right above me and above us, there was a UFO, and it was circular in the sky. It to me it looked like it was almost the size of the bloody moon, right? But it was as high as the clouds. And there was a cloud that came in, and this thing was just hovering. Like it was high, but it had to have been big. I didn't realize how big it was until I got older, because this object, this craft, the dam, it had different colored lights around it, like red and greenish lights, and sometimes blue. I think, if I remember correctly, and going around the edge of the circle of it, and it was the cloud moved in and went in front of it, and you could see the damn UFO light up the cloud as the cloud went by. Then the cloud disappeared, and it was still there. And another cloud came in, just a little one, went in front of it, and it was still bright. And then all of a sudden it dimmed, and that cloud went, and the fucking thing was gone. And me and my friend were like, we both sat there and we're just stunned watching this thing, because I was like, look at that shit. What is that? Right? And it was big. And I thought to myself, it was higher than the clouds. And at that time, it had to have been huge, this thing. Right? It wasn't like a 30, 40 foot across craft. It had to have been like way bigger. Yeah, so it was nuts. That was the only time I seen one like that, right? So yeah, it was pretty crazy. Okay, so I gotta go and help my wife out for a few minutes. I'm gonna leave the stream running, so I won't be talking for about five, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but I'll be back. But you guys, if you guys see anything, comment in there and tell me if I miss anything. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I wonder what I missed. Oh, there's an object coming in from the left. Just had to help my wife do a few things, and I am back. I don't see any comments, so nothing exciting must have happened while I was gone. Okay. I did have a UFO UAP sighting back in what year was that? I think it was 2022. Yeah, 2022. So that was 4 years ago. Me and my wife and my sister and her old man were out camping, and just gotten dark. And my brother-in-law, he spotted something in the sky. So I went and looked. I grabbed my binoculars. So first I was looking at it to spot it, and I see it, and we're both looking at it. So I pull up my binoculars to look at it. I finally catch it in the binoculars, and it darts away, like just shoots away from where my vision. And my brother-in-law's like, "Holy shit!" Right? And it like just jumped and moved in the sky. And then I went to go point my binoculars at it again. And as soon as I got up to it, it darted away again. Right? And we were we were shitting our pants. And I said, every time I try to spot it with the binoculars, it like goes out of frame and takes off. Like it knew it was being watched when I zoomed into it. Like I didn't want to be seen with the binoculars. And I was like, holy shit. Oh, what's that? One did seem to curve. Went from the bottom center curve, then continued straight. Okay, I'll have to look into that. When I go through the footage, I'm going to speed up the footage so I can watch these objects moving fast. And if they have any turning, if they turn at all, it'll catch it. So holy crap, 1, 2, 3 in a row on the bottom corner left, one in the top. Yeah, so that object that's got to be a plane coming in. Yeah, so that object I saw, and we couldn't spot it. Every time I tried to spot it with the binoculars, no way, man. It wouldn't let me spot it. It would dart off and change direction and go somewhere else. And it was like moving. It would jump, like literally jump, like tremendous speed away, so I couldn't spot it. Like it would go like, if I'm looking in the sky, it would jump like, if I had my hands out, it would jump like 2 feet away. If I had my hands like jump and move really fast. So it was crazy. Yeah, I'm using a Wi-Fi to a tablet. Yeah. And then I just pump the tablet with the HDMI adapter into the computer to capture it. Tom. It sends out a really good picture. Like it's still pretty good with the Wi-Fi going. Like it goes from Wi-Fi to the tablet or the iPad. I think I'm using an iPad, but and it's not bad, but it's still not as good as the camera footage from the recording. Is still a little. It's a little bit better. It's better quality. I was kind of really disappointed with that it didn't have an HDMI out on that little camera, because then it would have been easy. I would get better picture. It's really cool to watch this. Like I've when I first got the camera, I hooked it up. Like I got a 75-inch screen TV, and I hook it up to that. And so I was doing that in the beginning. I wasn't streaming. I'm just hooking that up. Sit on my couch late at night and just watch stuff go by on a big, huge screen, and that's pretty cool. If you like that sort of shit, right? And not everybody can sit there and have the patience to just sit and watch. Me, I find it just fascinating for myself, just watching stuff. Like my wife could probably watch it for about 5, 10 minutes, then she's bored of it. I think the only one that can sit there and watch, I have my grandson. He'll sit there. I have twins, and yeah, my grandson. He'll sit there and watch it with me for hours. Nikon 8x40 and a Bushnell 12 times. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Bushnell. Is that Bushnell have night vision capability on it? Holy man, there's still a lot of objects moving around. Oh, what the hell is flying around in front of my camera? I bet you that's a moth or a bug. Yeah, that sucks. But they're good enough, though. They're good for star watching, right? You can capture shit still. Like I had these Celestron binoculars, right? I can't remember the times on them, but they're huge, right? And those for looking at the stars are crazy. Just those binoculars, they're huge, and what you can see in such a little spot is pretty good. Of course, it's not as good as a telescope, but I mean, pretty damn good. Yeah. Wow, there's lots of objects moving. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It just, but when I bought when I got the night vision, I was just like, that. This is too cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay up and record as long as I can tonight. I want to stay up till like 2 o'clock in the morning, so that's gonna be another 2 hours at least recording and streaming because let's see what I. Oh, what the hell was that? That was weird. That was weird because that didn't look like a satellite. That looked like, almost like a blur blob that just appeared and disappeared. Yeah, I want to stay up late and record. I got another battery for the camera, so when this battery runs out for the camera, I can throw another battery in it. Oh, what is that? It's got to be another satellite. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's yeah, I put it in gray mode because in gray mode with the psionics, it just captures the sky a little bit better than the stars. The color mode is it's not bad, but I mean, this mode just seems a little bit more better to see objects. I don't like the green mode they give you with though. The green mode just wrecks everything. Did I just see something flash? Of course, I'm not looking. Oh, another meteor right where I see that flash earlier. I mean, some of these objects are so dim. Holy crap. I'm just going to move the camera around a little bit. I'm going to take a peek upwards for a second. That's as high as it goes. Well, there's a couple objects right there. Another third object on the top. Yeah, I got to run the exposure's got to be right down. I'm running this at -2 right now, the lowest setting. Like if I'm using it just on with my eyeballs or whatever, then yeah, I'll use that. But going through the stream, I have to lower it down pretty good. Yeah, color is nice in there. But the stars they like when you're in color mode. Oh, what's that? Something moving there. Something up above too. I'm just gonna move and see how far I can turn this thing around. Take a look at the sky. Move it over here a little bit. I think that's as far as I can go. Oh no, I can go farther. Okay. Oh, there's the edge of my deck. Bring it back. Bring it down a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it up high. But this little remote control thing I bought for the tripod, this is awesome. It was like $100 to buy it, I think. Oh, there's an object at the top moving really dim. Wonder if I'm far enough over. Yeah, I think I'll keep it right there. I don't want to keep moving that damn thing around. I'll miss something. I know I will. But when, yeah, I don't know if I said this, but when I went outside, the whole sky cleared up. So this thing I got though, it'd be nice to have it so I could get a view of the whole sky. But the only problem with it is it like I said, it doesn't rotate high enough for the degree angle to go straight up. You can get those, but of course they're more expensive. So they probably got better shit now because I think I bought it about 2 years ago. Yeah, it's just pretty cool. I'm gonna make sure I'm in the exact right spot what I was in. I'm gonna go down for a minute. Let's see where I am. Yeah, so I should be over more this way. Nope, not that much. Right about there. Now go back up. That's pretty straight. Oh, of course, I just seen a falling star there. Right there, I think, is a good spot. Leave it right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Am I missing some of the screen on this thing? No, no, I can't be. Nope. Wonder if that crop is screwing me up. No, that doesn't make a difference. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'm missing some of the screen. Dang it. There we go. I'm just adjusting the screen because I noticed it was in the wrong spot. Just get a more wide angle view with that. Tiny bit. More objects coming in. Very dim. Crazy. Hmm. Hmm. I gotta run to the bathroom for a minute, but I'll leave the stream running. Like I said before, I'm not gonna shut it off. I'll keep it live. Be right back. All right, I'm back. We're going to make a lot of noise here. Had to get a snack. Well, of course it will, Tom. You're going to miss it, buddy. No, I'm just fucking with you. Um, well, you'll see it tomorrow. Hi, Max. Yeah, thank you. My wife, she's okay. She's still going through a lot of shit, but it's day by day. But thanks for asking. That had to be a moth that went by. I hope you guys can't hear me chewing. I'm going to turn it down. Yeah, my wife, she's gone through some serious shit, man. I don't know if I told you guys, though, oh, it was blinking left to, oh, hi, Cheryl. It was blinking left to right. Could have been a plane, but, hard to tell. A lot of the planes, the camera will pick up the sound, so I'll be able to hear if it's a plane flying overhead. If I don't hear no sound, then. My volume is low. Oh shit! I got it turned up as high as it can go. So that's well. Is it okay now? Because sometimes I move the mic away, or I'm moving my head around, and it's not my mic. My mouth isn't close enough to the mic. But I'm speaking to it close right now. Yeah, yeah. My wife, she went through some hell not too long ago. She she got it was around 6:30 in the morning. She had gotten up. I was still sleeping. She got up and she tripped and fell really, really bad. And she ended up fracturing 5 ribs and fracturing her spine. And she was in the hospital for about 4 weeks. Yeah, it was pretty rough. It was pretty crazy. That's when I wasn't doing very many. Oh, what the hell is that? I wasn't doing very many recordings at all at that time, or any videos at that time. So, but we got her home, and we have a bed for her, and it was a slow process. It's a really slow process of her healing. So, yeah, yeah, she's getting physio. So she's getting it her because she had the fractured ribs. She was in lots of pain, so she couldn't stand up for a long time. Like, she still can't stand up, right? She's because some things happened after that, which prolonged her healing. So, because the doctors didn't even know she had fractured ribs, and they were trying to get her up, and they put her in a sling, and then I got angry with the physio people, and I told them, I said, "There, she's in way too much pain." Like, I actually took the physio guy and stuck him in the corner and kind of freaked him out. And then he said, "Well, we should get more. She should get an MRI." And I'm like, "Well, yeah. Why didn't I already thought she had scans, but she never had an MRI." And when then she got the MRI done, that's when we found out she had 5 fractured ribs, and it was like we were just like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah. So her process of healing right now is really slow. So, because they got her up standing, right? But they couldn't figure out why she was in so much pain. But they didn't know she had fractured ribs. They just thought her back was fractured. That was it. And when we found out she had fractured ribs, the physio had to stop. It was pretty crazy. Ah, damn it. I got disconnected again. Um, I'll be right back. I'm going to fix the camera. I'm just going to put it in intermission mode for a second, okay? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Had a hell of a time trying to fix that shit. And I'm also trying to figure out if I can get this a little higher now. Should be able to look almost straight up. That's not bad. Okay, that's pretty good. Keep that up like that. That's more straight up above now. Yeah, the battery went, so I had to change battery, but then I had to take it all apart because when I have that, the remote control thing is attached to the tripod, and you have to take that apart and you have to take that off the camera. The only way to get the battery out, so you can't just do it on the fly. You have to take everything damn thing apart to get it out and then put it all back together again. They don't make things convenient. You know what I mean? They don't make things easy anymore. So, when that battery's charging, that battery's charged right up. I have another battery here. I'm going to recharge this one back up. I should have had another. I got an extra one, but I have 3 batteries, I think. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Oh, 2 objects moving together. Look at that, down in the right corner, or left corner. Yeah, still seeing satellites, man. Like, still seeing lots of them. And what time is it now? It's almost 1 o'clock now, where I'm at. So 2 more minutes, 1 o'clock, or 3 more minutes. Oh, something. See that flash at the bottom of the screen? Something's moving there. And oh, there's another one coming in from the left going down. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing yard work today, too. Trying to get my lawnmower going. Of course, the gas tank had a leak in it. It's really exciting shit. Um, Found out last week it had a leak, so I had to buy a new gas tank for my lawnmower. And that was fun. So, yep. Got to do weed whacking tomorrow. Oh, look at that. What is that? Max, you seen that on a live cam, eh? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, they used to have a lot of live cams, access to them. I used to watch them as well. Yeah, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be able to post. I post some pretty crazy shit, but I also post some conspiracy stuff online. And Up here in Canada, they got that new bill, C-22, and they're going to screw around with a lot of people talking online pretty soon, I think. Yeah, changing the view. Yeah, they change your view. They change a lot of stuff. They used to have a lot of Washington National Mall cameras, and now you can't. Half of them don't even work, or they don't. They just shut them down, let them go. I'm gonna see if I can turn this. I'm gonna turn this camera because I set it up a little different now. I just hope it doesn't wreck. Take a look around. Where's that tree? Whoa, 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 go back, go back. If I go too far, the weight of the camera pulls that thing, and it. Oh, there's something right there in the middle of the screen. I'll keep it right there. The way I have it is that when it turns, it's kind of like on an up. It's on an angle pointing up, so if I go too far, it'll keep going on me. That's pretty bright, that one coming in. Like, that's a really bright satellite for this time of night. Like, we shouldn't be seeing too many satellites right now at all. This thing might have its own light source, whatever this is. Looks like it's dimming a little bit. I know I probably missed something. So when I go through the footage later, I'm definitely going to really look at it. It's way easier going through the footage, though, because you can speed it up and catch things faster that way. No, it says there's 6 people watching right now. So there is people watching. What is that? That one's pretty dim, but I can still see it. Yeah, they're bots. Yeah, they come in and watch my stuff. The bots, they just pop on. YouTube has lots of bots. Well, I can get, this is not the most exciting live stream to watch, right? I always say that when I do the Star Night Vision videos. It's like, don't expect much, right? Unless you want to talk about something. Oh, you're Maxine. Hi, Maxine. Yeah, it's always good to chat. Do you follow Maxine? Do you follow me on Facebook? Okay, cool, cool. Right on. Whoa, what's that? Well, for a minute there, I thought it was an object moving in a weird way, but no, it's just there was two objects together. They split apart. Waiting to see some crazy stuff. It's getting to that time. As soon as I pass 1 o'clock here, that's when sometimes I catch a couple of weird things flying around. And I don't know why. Like I see, like when I was researching, like how I do my thing, that said the triangle craft was one of the nine oaks somehow were controlling that craft, and and they've been flying straight above my place a lot, like quite like I'm catching them like straight above my house, like way up in the sky. Oh, Galactic Federation, true or false, in your opinion? My opinion is the Galactic Federation is bullshit. I do believe that there are races out there, right? And there is, work. They're working together and doing things. But the Galactic Federation, from my understanding, was all brought about by some channelers that were doing it, and it's like misinformation about what's really out there. There are bit races and beings, I believe, and they do have groups, but the actual Galactic Federation that they promote online is not true. They might say some truth in it. Like I said before, there's truth in lies, but not what they're promoting. Definitely not. What's the strangest thing? Okay. Hi, Cheryl. Not a bot. Well, I believe you're not a bot. What is the strangest thing I've ever seen? Are you talking about in the sky, like UFOs and stuff, Cheryl? Because I've seen some crazy shit. But I've seen lots of different types of crazy stuff, right? Like I said, the two I was talking about those two UFOs I saw. One when I was a kid, when I think the damn thing must have been the size of five jet airplanes, and it was round. But and then I seen that one object that kept darting off away every time I tried to focus it in my binoculars. It would dart away, like it would change direction and quickly move away from as soon as before I could focus in on it. And my brother-in-law was watching it at the same time, and he was like shitting his pants going, he's saying every time he tried to look at it through the binoculars, it would move and like dart away. So that was some pretty crazy shit. Yeah, so that craft, when I seen was a kid, that was not, that was like a huge round craft. I don't know if it was saucer shaped, but it was round because I was looking at it from below, right? I was like right above me, and it was huge. Yeah. But I've seen lots of stuff. I've seen, I've experienced the grays before. I was at a house where I explained in one of my videos that they came in and abducted some people in the house that I was in. So I've seen them. And that was many years ago. I think it was in the early 90s. Yeah. I've had many, many different weird shit happen to me during my whole life that I've seen and experienced. There's a lot of things I don't talk about yet because it's how I figure out things and how I do things and how I learned how to do it. And at that time period, it was like some crazy stuff was going on. And when the time's right, I'll talk about that stuff. Have I seen the reptilians? Well, I've seen their, I not in like walking around. Well, I have seen a couple people with the slit eyes, and I have seen them in astral form, and I dealt with them with EVPs. They were talking through EVPs, saying some pretty nasty shit to me. So yeah, I've had those experiences with those things. But they don't like me. Let's just say that. You saw a TV reporter like online or something, or on live TV or something. Man, there's a lot of objects. Holy shit, still going through. See, there's some weird stuff about those things because, from my understanding, there are actual reptilian shapeshifters. But there's also like a what was that? That looked kind of weird. There's also these reptilian snake people, and they don't shapeshift. And those ones wear human suits, basically. It's like a skin or some weird shit. And those are the ones that you more or less see when their eyes slit. Oh, you saw him in Australia. Crazy. So you're in Australia. So what time is it over there? Well, there's another one. One cruising, two on the bottom. Oh, so you're in Victoria. 6:15 p.m. Eh? So you're a few more hours and it'll be dark for you. Oh yeah, it's autumn there, eh? It's dark already. Crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be our summer here, where I am in Canada, pretty soon. One more month. I've never been to Australia. My sister went down there. She lived down there with her old man for I think a year or so, then moved back. The pastors and well, that there, I made a video about it and I looked into it, and it's really hard to say what's going on with that, because they are going to have a disclosure of some kind. But I got all this information about what was going to take place probably a year or two ago. And I'm not sure if it's still going to play out that way. Holy crap. One, two, three, four objects moving. Like I kept on saying the grays are going to show up. The ones that run this place, they're going to pretend to be showing up, even though they're always been here, right? So they're gonna make themselves, from what I heard, they're gonna let everybody know that they're here to the whole world. I heard some really weird shit about that. Oh, you left. Oh, you were lived in the UK. Crazy. Yeah, I've been in Canada my whole life. In British Columbia mostly. What the hell? Oh yeah. Man, I can see three objects moving right now. That's crazy. Like around this time of night, usually I don't see this many objects moving around. Like, there's a lot. I am going to move the camera just a little bit and check this out for a second. Go down a little bit. Oh, there's an object moving there, one there. Oh, keep it right there. Oh, what does it say? Oh, you were going to go to Canada. Said no to having to stay for 3 years. Oh, yeah. Yeah, British Columbia is pretty nice. I've been to Kamloops a few times. The Okanagan is really nice. The Valley. Yeah, it's pretty nice place. A lot of movies are made here too now. From Vancouver and all the way up to Kelowna, Kamloops, those places. They set up like they have like a lot of TV shows and shit made in Vancouver, and a lot of movies. Yeah. Oh yeah. The planet Earth, man, is amazing place. Very beautiful. But the system is bullshit. I've heard of this, like this planet, this place. I've heard of it described as it's a prison planet, of course, but it's also described as a zoo, like a zoo. Took party train from Montreal to Vancouver. CN Railroad. I don't think they do that anymore. They don't do. They don't have the railway doesn't run like that here anymore. Are we food? Yeah, basically we are food. Sometimes literally, but most of the time emotionally. Energy emotionally. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yes, loosh. That's the term for it. See the prison wall, which I call the net. and that's what I heard it be termed as. It's it's a wall, but the most fucked up thing I heard about it is that we actually power our wall, the prison wall. The energy is somehow they trap the energy from us and they use it to power our prison wall, which is messed up. Yeah. These beings that are doing this too, everything they do has to be done with deception. Everything they do is fucking lies. They run everything with lies and bullshit. Yeah, well, 2020 woke up a lot of people. 2020, the whole COVID thing, a lot of people started a lot of people started questioning, you know, fucking reality. Because they couldn't believe, like a lot of the shit that I saw. I couldn't believe how some people were acting. It was crazy. But it was all, it's fear driven, right? And people get scared and they have this fear and they change and they can do some pretty mean shit. It reminds me of some of those movies when you watch those religious mobs that go after people. That's what it felt made me feel like. Mm. It's a possibility, You know what you're saying about you were married to this guy and he didn't last long in Afghanistan. He turned like, yeah. Something in my throat. Yeah. Well, you know, I know of a lot of people. I know a lot of people that got vaxxed, and not every one of them changed, but I do know there was some that I know personally that close. You can't say certain things around them, or they just flip out. It's like they can't. They will not accept that the government lies to them, right? But if it's the other side of the government, right? It's messed up. 3 years PTSD. Mm. Well, that's crazy. Yeah, war can do some crazy shit to people too, right? And I heard a lot of people got seated when a lot of soldiers get seated, right? When they go and they get something implanted inside them and then they're messed up. Thought I'd just seen something really weird, but I think it was just my eyes. Yeah. Sad. Sorry to hear that. The craziest thing is, the stuff that I talk about and the stuff that you know, when I get into the really crazy stuff, not very many people can accept it. You know, some people can only accept so much, right? But as soon as you talk about grays and aliens and reptilians, you know, some people just can't. They can't fathom it. And a lot of people think when you talk about grays and you make memes about grays, or not grays, you make memes about reptilians and the government's reptilians. A lot of people are seeing that as metaphorical, right? Because I've had a lot of people like agree with the metaphorical term that they're all draconian, but they can't go to the fact that it's the literal mean. They can't go to the literal meaning, like, right, that they just can't accept that. Man, there's way too many satellites moving around. Like, a lot of this stuff, you shouldn't be able to see them right now. Barely this many. Because I've done this many times around this time of night, and usually around between, as soon as it hits around close to 1 o'clock, like 12:45 to about 2 o'clock, there's not many satellites. You can't see very many. Well, there's always something, and some movies have some crazy truth in them. Oh, I know. Like the hospital thing. Like I was there constantly with her when she was in the hospital. Plus, I knew a couple of the nurses that were looking after her, which I knew personally. They were pretty good people. But the one doctor that was in the hospital, I didn't like the doctor that kept on looking after her. Because her doctor is not from this town, so we had the hospital doctor, and the hospital doctor, I didn't like her one bit. She didn't care that much. She would come in and talk for like 2 minutes in the morning to her. Would not, and always come at a different time. I wanted to be there when she was there, but and that doctor knows I didn't like her because she said some really stupid things. Yeah, I protect my wife with what I. If you guys know when I talk about the light, one's light and stuff like that, I also use that to protect her as well. So I don't know if you've got like I have these things attack me like 2 to 3 times a day with frequencies. I get attacked a lot, but I learned how to shut them down from attacking me. But it's not a permanent thing, right? I could shut them down for 6, 7 hours, and then they start back up again, and I have to shut them down again, and it's pretty crazy. Yeah, not all doctors are good, that's for sure. I met a couple good doctors once in a while, but I don't call them doctors. Like I said, some are doctors and some of them are healers. That's the way I see it. Some doctors are healers and some are just doctors, doctoring. There's a bright one coming up from the bottom. Yeah, when my wife was diagnosed years ago, the doctor that we had, I had a doctor, but he got run out of town basically because, or well, not run out of town, but he was helping people and he did things that he wasn't supposed to do for us, and he got in trouble for it. Like, and he did things for other people and he got in trouble for it. And eventually he had to leave the town because he kept on doing things that he wasn't supposed to be doing, helping people basically. Um, yeah, you're getting that's the heart racing and the heat, especially if it's prickling your skin sometimes, or that's harp. That's a harp frequency that you're getting hit with. The heart, because the nauseous part might be, the dizzy part, some of it. The heart racing and the heat could be harp, like that type of frequency. Yeah, they hit me with. I get hit different ways because I got the big group after me, right? So, um, but they try different things on me. Every once in a while, they'll hit me with harp, and they'll hit me with different types of frequencies. Then I get psychic attacks, and the psychic attacks are pretty nuts, pretty crazy. The psychic attacks are, it feels like somebody's coming in and stabbing me and poking me in different areas of my body. So I don't like those ones very much. Like, in the frequency ones can be pretty rough. Like, they can cause nausea, dizziness, sometimes the heart racing. palpitations, and a burning feeling. You get really, really hot, right? And they only usually do those ones at night, in the middle of the night to me. Yeah, the psychic attacks, they'll hit me with a sharp. It almost feels like somebody's sticking like a needle or poking me, like stabbing me, poking me. But it's not like being stabbed. It feels like something's entering my body and poking hard, like really fucking hard, like weird feeling hard. And, but because I've learned how to protect myself, when they do the psychic attacks like that now, it doesn't go very deep anymore. It's more like just poke, and I feel it go in just a tiny bit. Yeah, it's messed up. Yes, sharp, quick pains, like a sharp, like really quick and fast. Like it's how do I explain it? It's hard to explain the feeling because it's not physical. It's not like somebody's actually poking me with something, but you can feel that. I can feel it enter when it does, and so, mostly in the sometimes in the chest, sometimes in the arm, sometimes in the leg, right? Depending on what they're doing. Cause see, I had like luckily I know what this is, what they're doing, and because if I didn't know what this is, I'd be going to the doctor constantly, right? Which I did do in the beginning, just to make sure that it wasn't something else. And they never could find anything wrong with me. So when I found out what they were doing, and I use what's called the one's light. I made a video about it, and I also have it written up on my Facebook. If you go on my Facebook, it's pinned at the top of my page, and it explains how to use the one's light. And I use that to hit them back, and so. And the thing is, I know particularly who's doing it, right? So that helps a lot as well. So yeah. Oh, hold on a second, guys. My wife, I think, is calling me. I will be right back. I'll leave the stream running though. All right, I'm back. The ones that wake. Oh, so you get attacked when you're sleeping? Yeah, they do that to me as well. That's well, that's a weird object. That's what they. That's probably a harp, though. You can go look at my tutorial, kind of like on how to use the light. And just read it up on it, and just think of the source where it's coming from. But always use the words. You have to speak aloud the words when you use the light. It's not something you can think. You have to say it. You have to use your voice. So just look up the tutorial, I have it written on the page. Yeah. Well, there's something moving. I thought it turned, but I'm not quite sure yet. Yeah, got to say it aloud. You have to use your hands. Got to pull in the light. The way I was heard how to do it was when you pull in the light from the one, you use your hands and you create the light. You pull in the light into your hands, into your palms. You squeeze your palms and imagine that light like a snowball. And you're compacting a snowball in your hand. You're compacting the light into a small compaction. The more compact it is, the more powerful it is. And then you throw that light at the source, and you just say the source of that's hitting you and hurting you with these harp frequencies or whatever. And then you throw it, and you imagine it hitting whatever has been hitting you, and then you spark it, you ignite it, but you have to say the words ignite or spark, and then that helps. It took me a while to learn how to do it because I discovered about the light quite a few years ago, but I didn't know how to use it for a while. But the first time I'll tell you a story, and this is kind of crazy. The first time I used the light with my wife, and how it came about was it was probably 10 years ago, and maybe a little longer. My wife told me she never told me this, and she kept it a secret to herself. And she experienced these weird things when she was a child. What happened? What she would experience is even when she was little. It started when she was little. That at night she'd be in bed by herself, and every time she'd close her eyes, she would see these horrible faces all the time that would scare the hell out of her, and just awful looking faces she would see every time she closed her eyes. And this happened throughout her whole life. And we were together for quite a few years before she decided to tell me that this is what was going on with her. And so I was learning about the light and one's light and stuff like that. And so what happened was I told her the next time it happens to tell me, and we'll use the light and see what happens to get rid of it, whatever's bothering you. So, of course, it happened not too long after. We're laying in bed. It's we got the lights off, but there's a light still coming in from the hallway, and the door is wide open to our bedroom. And then all of a sudden, she grabs me and she says, "I can see the faces." She tells me these horrible faces are won't stop bothering her. And so I said, "Okay, this is what we're going to do." I said, "You say aloud." And I told her how to do it. And she used the light. But we weren't compacting the light at that time. We were just using the light to get rid of these things. So we did that. And after she did it, after she said what she said, it was really crazy because she did it. And I felt a presence in the room that like darted away. And the bedroom door that was wide open, it wasn't even like it was totally wide open, basically slammed shut so fucking loud that, you know, scared the shit out of both of us. And because it literally something slammed the door in our house, in our bedroom door. There was no wind. There was nobody opening and closing doors to, you know, how sometimes you do that in a different part of the room and it'll shut your door. No, this was like something grabbed it and just smashed the door closed. And I just sat there and she sat there. And then she didn't have an experience of those faces for many, many months after that because she'd get it all the time. So, yeah, that was the first time we used the light in a protection thing like that. And it was pretty crazy. But then, and then I started using the light to protect myself a little bit. But it wasn't until after, what was it, 2021, that's when I learned how to use it as a self-defense weapon against them and to stop them from doing all these things. And but it got to the point where didn't happen all the time, but then they really started attacking me. Um, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. Because at first I only had I only had certain things going after me, but it wasn't until, like I talk about the nine, when the nine started coming after me, that's when I really had to step up my game to hit them back because they were being serious with me, like hurting me, hitting me, harping me, everything you could think of, and they haven't stopped. It's still everyday process for me, and I just go back and forth with them every day. Yeah, like a snowball, like a snowball fight. Well, it's light and you're exploding it, but the snowball thing is, it's just you're compacting the light. You got to understand that this energy that you're creating from the one's light, it's interdimensional energy. You can't see it, right? It's a force, it's an energy, but you can't see it. It's in it, but it's interdimensional, right? Ah, crap. I'm gonna have to go fix that. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna just put it into intermission mode while I do this. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I lose connection to the iPad every once in a while. So then it cuts the signal out to the camera. Man, there's still things moving around. Like there's one there, one right there. Yeah, I was as I was saying, this light is a interdimensional force. That's what your loosh is. Your energy that come off you, your loosh, your emotional energy. That's an interdimensional force that they're using. We can't see it, but we can feel it, right? So, and they can affect us with frequencies. But the light is an interdimensional force as well, right? And that's how it works. You can't see it, but it's there. Hmm. But yeah, just I'm. You can find my video on it, but I explain it pretty good in that on the page. I have it written down. But that's why I put it on my page, so anybody that can find it and read it and use it. It reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of. You ever heard of chi? You know, um, in Japan, China, and those places, they talk about chi and energy, your energy, and creating a ball of light and those things. And when I discovered that, and I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. You can create your own light and stuff like that. And I don't know how that works with them, but I mean, when I learned about this and how to do it, I was like, what if they got it wrong? What if they thought they got it right, but because you're not creating your own energy, but when they teach you to do it with these people and they do it, sure, they can create their own energy, but the real energy is from the one, and you're pulling that in instead, and that's way more powerful than using your own energy. Mm. You were lazy to memorize. You only have to do it once, right? So, and once you get used to it, right? But you have to try it for yourself and see if it works, right? For you. Yeah, the one is this. Yeah, one. It's the source energy. Yes. Yeah, there's still things moving around. This is about the right time when I seen that triangle craft. I'm just wondering if it's going to show up. It's hard to see though. Yeah, their attacks aren't as they attack me, but I'm able to shut them down faster. But they were attacking me in my dreams as well when I had to really fight back because they were really attacking me. They would attack me in my dreams, and in the astral. It was nuts. Yeah, they do have a patent on that triangle craft. It is it is it's both of them that are using the triangle crafts, right? Like the government, they're using the triangle craft. I think they call it the TR3B. It kind of reminds me of that one they show it, and if you ever watched the recent X Files series, and Mulder sees the triangle craft for the first time, and then they all get killed. Yeah, it's similar to that. The X Files had a lot of things right. Not everything though. They had a lot of good information in that series. Something zipped past and I missed it because I was looking down reading your guys' comments. Oh, something else just zipped. Oh, I just seen a meteor. Oh, yeah, there's another satellite or something there moving. But yeah, I'm gonna go as long as I can. I'm gonna stay on the stream another. It's 2 o'clock here now, so I'll probably stay on for another 20 minutes, at least a half an hour longer. Yeah. Oh, seen something else move there. One time I did. I got videos on my YouTube channel where I caught like hundreds and hundreds of satellites or objects and there usually happens at around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning before sunrise, just before it starts getting light in the east. I had my camera pointed that way, and holy shit, so many objects you catch at that time because they're all reflecting the sunlight, and it's nuts. Well, there's two objects moving down almost in the middle, down at the bottom. Another one just above them. Oh, another one in the left corner. Just left the screen. The good thing is I'm recording, so I'm not going to miss anything. I can always go back and look. Yeah. See, when I think it was a couple weeks ago when I caught that triangle craft. I didn't see it during the live stream. I didn't see it at all. I was focused on this flashing object, and then when I went over the footage, and as I was watching the flashing object and trying to see if it was moving or not, that's when I caught the triangle craft going right by because it's very dim. Green light, eh? What's really crazy too, I noticed that there's a lot more UFO UAPs in South America, like in Brazil and that area. Man, they got lots down there. Sure, a lot of people fake shit, but I mean, I've been seeing that area for many, many years, and I think there's some bases over there. That's why they see so many in that area. Sometimes you have some good guys still trying to get in here with their ships before, right? There was a there was something really crazy that was spotted in Kelowna. This was in Kelowna is not too far away from Kamloops and the Okanagan Lake there. And it was like many people, like quite a few people saw it. What they saw was there was two crafts, two UFOs. One was chasing the other one, and they went straight into the lake. And then about not even a minute later, one of them darted back up into the sky and took off. And it looks like basically one was chasing the other one right down into the water. It was nuts. Oh, that's cool. Right along a beach, eh? That's nice. I'm gonna take a peek around with this thing here. Move this over. Go down a little bit. Just gonna scan the sky. See if I see anything here. I'm gonna keep it right there. Okay. Cold there, eh? We get pretty cold here in Canada. But not, well, I live in the southern BC, so it's not too bad. The crazy thing is, we didn't even get snow this year for winter. We got snow, I think it snowed once in middle of November. It snowed. And then we never got another snowfall. Whole winter. Nothing. Yeah. Black ice is pretty bad. British Columbia, though, is really goddamn expensive to live here, though. That's a pretty fast moving satellite coming down. Fog is not supposed to smell. So you guys are definitely getting hit with something weird. Especially if it smells like metal. That's not good. So many satellites. Holy shit. Eventually, I'm going to get a better night vision camera setup. Maybe in a year. We'll see. Unless you're illegal. They get free health insurance down there if they're illegals. Oregon is kind of like British Columbia. Very similar, I guess. I heard. Yeah, all in time. Dollars, money. Like a lot of people think I make lots of money on Facebook because I have many followers. I've gotten demonetized so many times that it's not funny. So the like my profile makes possibly $10 a month, and my page makes maybe $100 in a month. That's it. Yeah, I heard it's pretty fucked up. Some people have been trying to tell me to write a book, and I've considered thinking about it, but it takes a lot of time to write a book. My music, no, it, I've haven't made no money on my music. Maybe $50. and I might set it up differently where I might do something else with my music. But yeah, my music's is it's okay, but like for but it I don't make no money on it. Things have to take off, right? Yeah, somebody big has to hear it before enough people will hear it, right? So then maybe, but yeah, the weird part about it is because of the topics I talk about and all those other things that I talk about, especially if I talk about COVID or anything like that. They're not gonna share my stuff that much. They're not gonna let me be like monetized and make that much money or nothing like that, right? I'm not like see. I know there's other people that talk about things, but they're always just have their opinion and they don't know much. And those people, get lots and lots of people watching them, right? But my intention to when I started my channels and I started making videos was never to make money, right? My intention was just to get the information that I know out to as many people as I can. And I remember when I started off, it was like all I made those certain videos, and all of a sudden, that's when I had 5,000 people. Then I had 50,000 people. Then I had 80,000 people, right? And followers, and then it started going up and up and up. And then they monetized me, and I did make some money in the beginning for a little while, and then they demonetized me. So yeah, so it wasn't. It was a nice bonus at one time. Like I think I made $3,000 one time, and I was in shock. And then they demonetized me, and I went back down to nothing. Oh, shit! I think I just saw that damn craft, but I missed it. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Well, that's the whole thing, Maxine. A lot of people were trying to say you should. Like, told me you should just make a paywall and get a Patreon and have certain subscribers where people pay to have to see the information. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sell the information. I want my information to be free and anybody can look at it and anybody can see it, right? Because I think it's bullshit. Like I can understand people making money off books, or if they make a really, or they make a documentary, or they make something like that, and then sure they make some money off of it, books or something like that. But I mean, I want my information to be free, so everybody has access to it, right? So And I get a lot of people. I know I have some family members that, well, I have one family member that bugs me all the time and says I'm stupid because I should be charging for all my information. I'm like, why would I want to charge for my information? I said that then, I want everybody to be able to access it. And they're like, you should be making money. And I'm like, sure, it'd be nice, but I'm not going to do that. And that's what and you got to look for that too. I come across a lot of people, and it does piss me off. When I see people that they say they have this information, and then you got to pay for it. You know, that's like when you have you have all people just scamming people too. So many people get scammed for that type of stuff. My life is not about money. I don't have very much money. I have enough money to live. For my job, I have just enough money to live and do what I need to do, and that's it. You know, and if I work at get other jobs to work, then I do that, right? But I do. I see what I did set up is on Facebook, on my Facebook page. I do have a subscriber section that people can pay. What is it? $4.99 a month. But I have it on there, and it says you're not going to get any more information. I'm not giving you any information. I explained to everybody on there. It says if you want to help me out, for my videos and my time and my information, and subscribe to me, right? And you can help me out. And I do have some people. I have an average of about 20 people, or what is it, 19 or 20 people that subscribe to me on Facebook. And they know, and I've talked to them. They just want to help me out, and I appreciate that. Awesome. It's like, what do I make off of it? Facebook takes fucking, I think, like over half of it. So I make like $48 a month on that, something like that, right? But when they're in the subscriber section, they can talk to me and do whatever else. That's the only thing that I offer that's different too, right? I go in there once in a while if people want to talk to me on there, you know, I could talk to them on there or whatever. So, but people can message me too, right? I get a lot of people messaging me though that that don't like me. I have a lot of religious people that don't like me too because it's a controversial subject. And what I talk about it, and I talk about how it works and all that stuff, they get all upset and mad, and so. Oh, and I get a lot of flat earthers that attack me through to and say horrible things, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. One, two, three objects moving. Two together at the top. One a little bit slower, huh? I did notice something though, which is kind of odd, and I was one of the things that you have a lot of people that are trying to talk about the truth and conspiracies and stuff like that, and most of the mainstream people that are on the they're more right and they're alternative media kind of like stuff that they have now. There a lot of them are religious, and whoa, what was that? That looked crazy. Was that a meteor? I don't know. That was weird. Like, there's a few people I know that are into they're against the COVID, and they're trying to get people, and they're religious, right? But I researched them and I did my thing, and I found out they're snake people pretending to be good, leading people down the wrong way. Because these things, they play both sides, right? That's what they do. They play the good guys and the bad guys. It's all a role to them. Well, there's three more objects moving down on the right side. Hmm. Well, that was a pretty bright. Another meteor. There's a lot of meteors tonight. Yeah, yeah. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of nice people that go to church, and they have awesome charities and nice things and they help out people, the churches and stuff like that. But it's a form of control, though, when you look at it. But you have nice people that you meet and you can talk to. But if you don't believe what they believe, you're going to hell, or you're not going to be saved by Jesus. And it's like it's ridiculous to me. You know, here's the thing: when you look at the all the different religions and the gods, you know, the God of Christianity or Catholic or whatever you want to look at in the Bible, and what bothers me the most about it is I read that stuff when I was younger and I looked into it, and um, God, if why would there be a God that would let horrible, horrible things happen on this planet? right? That's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. And it was like I was listening to this one guy. He was talking about how some people, they pray for money, or they do this, or they do that. So, yeah, okay. And, they pray and, when something good happens, God, help me out, right? But meanwhile, there's children getting raped, pedophilia, dying of cancer or diseases, and their prayers don't get answered. And when that happens, they make an excuse for it that it's God's plan. And I think that's a fucking joke that just icks me so bad. It makes no sense. It doesn't make logical sense at all. Yeah. It's just, some people believes, because, makes them feel better, takes away their fear, because they believe that they're going to go to a beautiful place if they're good. And that's what they believe, right? But then, that's closing your eyes to the world, really, around you. That's like saying, I'm good, I get to go here. You're not, you got to go there. What? Or you don't believe, so you're going there, right? It just, I try not to talk about it too much because it does bother me. And I understand some people get really offended. And, you know, I understand that, a lot of people want to have answers and they think that that book has answers. But, it's like I said, truth mixed with lies. Yeah, next programming, I get it. Yep. Yeah. Well, it looks like I got to shut it down, guys. I got to go do something with my wife. She needs some help. And so I'm going to end the stream. And I'll go through the footage probably in the morning. And if I find anything, I'll make a video and put it up. But it was cool talking to you both. So you guys have a good night and a good day, I would say, for some of you. Right? So our times are all mixed up. But yeah, I'm going to stop this now. And even though I'm still getting lots of objects flying around, but I got to go do some stuff. So you guys have a good night, okay? It was nice. Yeah, nice chatting with you, both of you. I'm going to shut this down in the stream. Okay. Good night.